What's up, guys? Carl here, Noble Training. Welcome to my 5-minute rant. I'll try to keep it a little shorter. Weight training, bone density, lean body mass or muscle mass, diabetes, blood sugar, nutrition, sleep, hydration. A quick overview. So the American standard diet is pretty rough. I mean, if you look at our obesity epidemic that we're in currently, and it's getting worse, it's not getting better. Whether it's the soda we're drinking, whether it's the high carbohydrates, the lower fat diets, the lower protein diets, the more sedentary lifestyle. You know, and in all fairness, we have cars, we have escalators, we have elevators, we have couches, we have nice TVs and lots of shows to choose from, and iPhones and computers and benches. You know, I get it. If you're not a real disciplined person and just say, hey, I have to get up and work out every day, you know, and then if you're not real disciplined with the nutrition, which a lot of us aren't, I'm guilty of that some days myself. You can see how you can get in trouble. You can see how you can become diabetic and how you don't feel good and how you have low bone density and higher body fat and you have headaches and you don't sleep well and you're overstimulated, and it's not natural. It's a weird world we live in right now. There's very little peace, and if you're not in the woods next to a creek, you know, you're just on an iPhone or seeing TVs or around too many people, and so it's tough. So it's really on you to become disciplined to where, you know, you eat a little better, you move a little more. You know, every day you got to be moving. So diabetes is another big thing. So diabetes is basically just progressively, chronically high blood sugar. So basically, you eat something. Say you eat an apple. You eat the apple, it'll increase your blood sugar. The pancreas says, hey, we need insulin. Insulin follows the blood sugar. It allows the sugar to get input into the cell to be burned as energy, as fuel. That's ideal. Over years and years and years of sugar and insulin spikes and drops and spikes and drops, that kind of insulin into the cell lock and key method starts to wear down. It doesn't work real well, so your blood sugar chronically stays high. This is how you become diabetic, so this is no good. You can be insulin resistant. The insulin isn't doing its job per se. So it's not as complicated as you think. But right away, if someone tells me they're diabetic, type 2 in particular, we're looking at their nutrition. We have to look at their nutrition. So again, we push in the American standard diet to wake up and eat a bowl of cereal with milk. Now, just for some reference here, and I eat cereal, so all you cereal lovers don't jam hate down my throat on the comment section. But imagine waking up, and if you have a high body fat and you're pre-diabetic or you are diabetic, and you wake up and have a big bowl of cereal and milk, you have just skyrocketed your blood sugar. And now your pancreas is fighting like hell to release more insulin. You've started your day upside down, and that's a bad way to start it. We want eggs, we want fat, we want meat, we want protein, we want butter. These are good things. Don't let the TV fool you. These are good, healthy things. Go talk to any very lean, strongish person that's muscular or leaner or, you know, is healthy, generally healthy. You know who I'm talking about. We all know them. Yes, I know your uncle's cousin's sister's friend eats pizza all day and he has abs. There's some of them out there. That's a 1%er. But the reality is, go on a beach and talk to some guys that have abs or some girls that are really lean. They eat pretty well, and they probably eat a lot of fat and a lot of protein. I'm not saying they don't get some carbohydrates. You need everything. But they're not blasting just dough, and missing protein and fat. It's not going to happen, because what's going to happen is you're going to go over your caloric expenditure for the day, and you're going to be in a surplus, and you're going to slowly gain body fat. And then eventually possibly become diabetic, have low bone density, have low muscle mass. And just remember, the reason weight training is so good for everyone is, forget everything else scientifically, it makes you feel good. You feel more confident. You know you're strong. Males and females, you know you could particularly handle yourself in a situation. You know you can do day-to-day activities with relative ease. You don't get tired. You're not as moody because you're not having those blood sugar ins and outs the whole time, where you crash and then get hype and then crash and get hype. So you gotta find that happy middle where, you know, maybe one day a week you eat whatever you want. 5-6 days a week you're eating pretty disciplined. But the weight training, other than just putting on bone density, muscle mass, it releases endorphins. Running, you can argue, does the same. It absolutely does. That's why you know some runners, they're like type A and they gotta run. Some weight trainers, they gotta weight train. But what they really got to do is they're searching for that rush, that adrenaline, that epinephrine, that adrenaline, that norepinephrine, them endorphins, that serotonin. They want to feel good, and they know when they do certain things, they feel good. So you want to find that in a positive light. Now, unfortunately, food can do that. It's almost a snowball effect, a catch-22. You feel sad, you eat pizza, you feel good for a little bit, but then you feel sad you ate the pizza. So what do you do again? You eat something else, you're like, oh, I need a pick-me-up. And there's the snowball effect. It can happen with drugs. People do it with alcohol. They numb reality. They drink, they feel good, they don't think about reality. Then they get sober, they wisen up, they go to sleep, wake up, they feel like crap. What do they do again? So you gotta find it. I found mine through movement. I bike, I run, I weight train, because I know I need that endorphin rush too, and I don't want to get it in a negative way. So again, too much of anything can be bad, even weight training, even running, you know. I know people that will run themselves into broken shins and shin splints and broken toes in their feet. That's not good either. But you guys get the point. So you're trying to find a way to be positive about, you know, trying to get yourself to feel good. But I can tell you now, this is your wake-up call. If you're home, maybe you're sitting on the couch right now watching this, and you're watching 6-8 hours a day of Netflix, or just scrolling your phone, or just whatever you're doing, just not moving. You know, humans are not designed to sit on the couch. And again, I'm not judging. You know, I've been in dark places, I've been in sedentary places, I've been morbidly obese myself at one point in my life. I used to be almost 340 pounds personally. Now I'm 6'6", but I'm about 240 now. So imagine 100 pounds on me. But I was sedentary. I was in a little bit of a dark place after my baseball career ended, just to get a little personal. And I wasn't eating well, and I didn't feel good, and I wasn't myself. And I knew it. Every day I would sit on the couch, and I knew I wasn't me. But I was stuck in that rut. And nobody, you know, I pulled myself out. I knew nobody was coming to help me. I knew quickly after a few months, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on my own. And that's not a jab at anyone, because no one can do it for you. And that's the truth. You have to pull yourself out of the rut. So stop having, you know, 6-hour Netflix TV show binges. You know, stop ordering out. You know, it's pretty simple to grill up some chicken, eat some broccoli, you know, have the pizza occasionally, but just focus on the protein, focus on the fat, you know, cut down on the doughy carbs. It's simple on paper. To do it takes a lot of discipline, but it's relatively easy to do. You start with one good day. You know, you walk around your neighborhood, walk 10 minutes away from your house. You got to walk 10 minutes back. It's about a mile. You just successfully walked a mile. Anyone can do it for the most part. Then maybe start with some push-ups, even if you're from your knees. Start with a few sit-ups, start with a few planks. 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. And then you progress from there. Then the snowball starts rolling. Then you start feeling good. Your posture is better. You start getting that endorphin rush. And now you want to go do it more often. And then you learn to positively, you know, find that good rush, you know, and you'll be more proactive. You won't be as moody. You'll be nicer to be around. Because let's be honest, when you don't feel good about you, you're not good to anyone around you. You're probably not a great husband or wife. You're probably not good with your kids. You're probably not good with your parents. So it starts with you. And the only person that can get you off the couch and get moving is you. So here's your wake-up call, guys. Do it.